All right. So I'm gonna try to see now, Kalani. You might be able to hear me. Let All right. Can you guys hear me out there? I cannot see. I cannot see. Let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me now? You know if you can hear me. Thank you for letting me know. I don't want the music blasting you out either. All right. Hey there. Hi, Diana. Let me know if you guys can hear me. Is the music too loud? Can you hear both my voice and the music? Can you guys hear the music and my voice? Get started. I will play some music later. I'll add it to the video. But we'll go ahead and get started. You can go ahead and meet me on your mat. We're gonna go into a, quick 30-minute session Hatha style flow. So that means we're basically going to be doing 3 to 5 breaths in between each pose. So we'll start with a warm up. You can go ahead and come onto your box. This is what I've currently been practicing at the studios and the gyms that I work at. So we're going to just start off with something really slow for a warm up. We can take a few breaths before we get started. Go ahead to a relaxed position. And while you're here, go ahead and come into a few inhales and exhales. We're going to inhale or count 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 6. 1, 2. So we're gonna go ahead and come onto our backs. Keep the left leg extended and allow the right leg to come up. You're gonna flex the right foot and let's rotate the ankle outward and inward a few times, forward and backward with the ankle. On an exhale, go ahead and lift up. Bring the hands behind the hamstring and bring the knee in towards the chest. With each exhale, allow your body to relax and allow the knee to come in closer and closer to the chest. Go ahead and exhale. Allow the right knee to cross over the left thigh. Maybe the knee comes down all the way to the mat. Maybe it hovers, whatever feels good to your body. While you're here, you can bring your gaze to the right. Maybe you're looking over your right shoulder. You can tee the arms out here. Your shoulders are flat on the mat, and your gaze is to the right. Take a few more breaths here. Let's go ahead now. Bring your head back center. Bring the arms into the body. Tuck them in close to the chest. And now roll onto your left shoulder as you plant your right hand and then the left hand to push your weight up, supporting your weight underneath your shoulders and onto your hips. Your wrists are in line with the shoulders. You're resting right here on the left hip. The right knee is bent hip level, and you're in a prone figure four. Your gaze can be right in front of you, or you can take advantage of the position here and go ahead and rotate your neck in, and out, right to left, forward and backward. Or you can keep the head still and keep the gaze right in front of you. You're here. Each time you exhale, allow the body to sink further and further into the mat. You should feel a really, really good stretch in the lower back here. While you're here, go ahead and take advantage of this position. You can walk your hands back towards the front of the mat and into a completely relaxed position. And your prone figure four, bring your head down to your chin or to your arms. Just relax here for a few more breaths. You can come onto an inhale, put your weight into your left forearm, and now lift up. Extend the right arm to come back and grab the left foot. Way you're getting a really good stretch in your quad as well. Can bring the heel down close to the glutes. And again, with each exhale, go ahead and trust the body. Allow yourself to go ahead and sink deeper and deeper into this pose. Release the foot. Allow the forearm to come back onto the mat. And now put your weight into your right hand as you now come back onto the left shoulder and rotate yourself back onto your back to come into a supine position. Both legs are now extended towards the back of the mat. You're now going to lift the left leg. We're going to do the same thing on this side. We're rotating our ankle here, inward and outward, forward and backward. Now, on an inhale, lift yourself up, and exhale, grab the hands or the hamstring with the hands. bringing the in towards the chest, and then slowly lower your back down towards the mat. Again, with each exhale, your knee comes in closer and closer to the chest. Take a few breaths here and allow your body to completely relax. Now we're going to exhale, the outer arms, and then allow the left knee to cross over the right thigh. And again, you can bring the knee down as far as you like to the mat, or you can keep it hovered here, whatever your body is allowing. And now you bring your gaze towards the left arm. You can bring your gaze to the left thumb, side of the room, whatever that means for you. You're going to do the same thing on this side. Bring your arms in close to the chest. Elbows are tucked and tight against the body. We now rotate onto the right shoulder, putting our weight into our left hand to lift ourselves up into cobra arms. You extend the right leg out. The left knee is now bent right at about hip level, the same thing we did on the right side. Your elbows are locked. The top of your right foot is flat on the mat here. And we're just looking forward. Again, while you're here, take advantage of completely relaxing into this pose. Come into some deep breaths. You inhale, but exhale just as deeply and allow yourself to completely sink into the mat. Maybe you bring your head back, bring your gaze towards the sky, opening up the hip flexors even more, opening up your shoulders here, and pushing off your hands further and further back towards your glutes. Inhale, lift back up. Your gaze comes right back in front of you. And then now we lower our forearms back down to the mat. Take a few breaths here as we come to a completely relaxed state in our prone figure four. You can rest your head onto your hands, or maybe you bring your head all the way down to the mat and you bring your hands behind you into a bind, continuing to open up the shoulders here. Release the arms from wherever they were, bringing them in close to the body again. We're now going to lift up into Sphinx arms. Push your weight off into the left hand, roll onto the right shoulder, swing, pivot, come back onto your back. Left leg now extends to meet the right. Let's go ahead and extend both legs to the sky. We'll come to an exhale as we use our core to engage and lift our legs up. Your legs are in pike position now. Let's go ahead and extend the legs out wider than the body. We now bend the knees, bring the elbows inside of the knees. Hands come to grab the outer edges of our feet. We're now in happy baby pose. Now you're here. Allow yourself to pull your feet down towards the earth, which will naturally bring the knees in just as close to the mat as your body. Use this opportunity to trust the breath again. And each time you come into an exhale, allow yourself to sink deeper and deeper here, bringing the knees right along with you. You're here. You can rotate left to right, massaging the spine while you're in your happy baby pose. And then now we release the feet, the ankles, bringing our knees back down towards the mat. Put your weight into your elbows, walk yourself back up into an easy seated position. Bring your weight into the elbows and your fingertips. Now extend both arms to the sky. Palms face each other, biceps are by your ears, shoulders are relaxed, your gaze is right in front of you. A relaxed neck, a relaxed head here, no tension. And now we swing, placing our right hand behind us. The left hand comes onto the right knee. Your gaze comes over the right shoulder. And while you're here, maybe you bend the right elbow and you come deeper into the stretch, bringing your gaze right along with you. And then we inhale back center. And then we exhale, plant the left hand behind us. The right hand comes onto the left knee. We're going to do the same thing on this side. Your gaze is now over your left shoulder. And remember, we're going to bend the left elbow and bring ourselves deeper into the stretch. You can push off of your knee, assisting yourself and gradually bringing the gaze even further and further over the left shoulder. Let's go ahead and release. We inhale, come back center. And now this time we walk the hands in front of us towards the front of the mat. You can rest onto your forearms here, or you can bring your forehead all the way down. You'll probably feel a really good stretch right in the back of the hamstrings. Stay here for a few more breaths. Go ahead and walk the hands in back towards the body. On an inhale, we come and lift ourselves up. We're in an upright position. Bring the right hand to the right side of the mat. Extend the left arm to the sky. You bring your gaze to your left thumb. And now we bend the right elbow as we slowly allow the left arm to rest over our left ear. Your gaze is right at the sky. You feel a really, really good stretch right there in the left oblique. Inhale, rise back up. We come back center. We'll do the same thing on the other side. Shoulders are relaxed here. We plant the left hand. And now we extend the right arm over the right ear. We do this twice more. Take a few breaths here, allowing yourself to naturally sink further and further into the earth. And then we inhale, come back center. Let's do the same thing on the other side. Again, we're coming here twice more. We exhale, plant the hand. Inhale, lift the left arm, extends over our left ear. Become a little bit deeper each time as we continue to warm up the core. Inhale, lift. We're back center. Exhale, plant the left hand. And we're doing the same thing, guys, just on the other side. Inhale, come back center. Plant. Inhale, lift to that left side. One more time after this. Plant. Inhale with the arm, extend over. Maybe you find yourself coming deeper to where that elbow is almost flat on the mat. You're deeper into the stretch, keeping your hips flat onto the mat. Center. Go ahead and bring the arms down, but this time we're going to extend them behind us as we come into a seated cat-cow. We're going to inhale, bringing the hands behind as your gaze comes to the exhale. Let's come into cat as we round the spine, bringing it behind us and extending it as far back as possible. Tuck the chin here. Inhale, open. We're back into cow. We'll do this twice more. Shoulders are open. Your shoulder blades are greeting each other as well as the hands. We exhale, cat in the chin, rounding our spine. Maybe the spine goes further and further back. Each time you come into cat, inhale, cow. We're here one last time. Then we exhale back into cat. Give ourselves one big last hug. Then maybe we sway left to right, continuing to loosen up the back and the spine. When we come back center, let's go ahead and walk our hands towards the front. Back. We're on all fours now. Your wrists are in line with your shoulders, your knees are in line with your hips, and your spine is neutral here. Your gaze is right in front of you. You're looking at both thumbs. We're going to go ahead and put the weight into our left hand as we extend the right hand to the sky, bringing our gaze at our right thumb. We're going to rotate our shoulders here as if we're twisting a light bulb. And then now let's exhale, threading the right arm underneath the left for a thread of the needle, planting our right shoulder down. And while you're here, you can extend the left arm either at the front of the mat or bend the left elbow and then come into a bind. Stay here for just a few breaths. Go ahead and lift the left arm back up, planting the left hand underneath our shoulder, pushing our weight back into our left hand and then our right. We now shift our weight into our right hand, extend the left arm up to the sky, you twist and turn, looking at that and then again, we're going to rotate the shoulder here, opening every part of our body, preparing for our sequence. Exhale, thread the left arm underneath the right. Left shoulder comes down to the mat. And again, you have options here. So, what you want to do with your arms, maybe it's extended towards your head at the front of the mat. Maybe it's behind you. And you may even find that you want to grab the inside of your left thigh while you're here. Release. On the right hand, put our weight back right underneath our shoulders. We're back on all fours here. We're here. Let's go ahead and put the weight into the left knee, lifting and allowing the right foot to come to the outside of the right hand. You're in a supported lunge here. Now we'll get a hamstring stretch in. Lower the top of your left foot onto the mat, walking your hands back towards the body, putting your weight onto the left heel. Once you plant, you open up the right foot. The sole of your foot is now completely open. You're seated onto your heel, resting on your fingertips. Maybe you bring the fingertips behind you, open the shoulders a little bit more here. Now, let's walk the hands back forward towards the front of the mat. This time, we're going to go a little bit past our supported lunge and allow the right knee to come over the right foot or the right toes. We now come into a horizon lunge or whatever you feel like doing in this moment. This is a free flow. It's your vinyasa, your flow, whatever you feel like doing in this moment. And then let's go ahead and walk ourselves back into that supported lunge. You're going to end up back on the left knee. The right foot is now supporting most of your weight. You push your weight into your hands. Let's now tuck the left toe, swing the right knee back to meet the left. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Left foot comes to the outside of the left hand. Let's stay here for just a few moments. And now let's walk the hands back towards the body. We're doing the same thing, just on the other side. We end up planting onto the right heel. Press this open. Getting in a good hamstring stretch here. We're now going to walk our hands back towards the front of the mat, putting our weight into our knee, lifting ourselves back up. Left knee goes over the left foot. And we're going to do the same thing on this side. This is your free flow. Do whatever feels natural and good to your body. Now let's come back into our supported lunge. You're going to end up back on that right knee. Both arms and hands are inside of the left shin and the left foot. Let's swing the left foot back beneath the right. Now allow the big toes to touch as you extend the knees out towards the edge of the mat and extend yourself forward with your hands pushing back into your heels to come into a full child's pose. You're going to go ahead and rest your head here onto the mat. Maybe you're completely extended out, or maybe you're resting onto your forearms here, and then allowing the head to come down slowly and do a number of things with your hands right now. They can come in between your legs, feet, hang around here. Maybe you bring them behind you, opening up the shoulders and the chest even more. Wherever you are, stay here for just a few more breaths. Your next inhale, lift yourself up, pushing your weight back into your hands, and then resting onto your knees. We're back on all fours here. Let's go ahead and sway and swing the spine left to right before we tuck our toes to prepare for downward facing dog. Now come back to a neutral position. You're going to stack your arms here, make sure the elbows are locked, tucking the toes. We now lift ourselves up into downward facing dog. Allow your torso to come in towards the knees and then push your weight out to come into a really good downward dog here. Way you're leading with your hips. A lot of times we come here and we go straight to down dog. We're not necessarily focusing on extending the hips towards the sky. A good way to do this is coming from tabletop. Bend the knees, allow the torso to naturally come in towards the thighs, and then straighten the legs, relax the head here, and that'll put you in a really good downward facing dog. Take a few breaths here. And then now we come to a forward fold at the front of the mat. Walk the feet behind the hands. Have a heavy neck and head here. You want to come to a completely relaxed position, releasing all the tension. While you're here, you can grab both elbows, swing from left to right, fully feeling a really good stretch right there in the hamstrings, even more than you did in some of the other exercises that we did earlier, because now you're actually standing and allowing your weight to completely fold over and fall towards the earth. Gravity is naturally pulling you further down, which is going to put a little bit more pull on those hamstrings. You may even decide to widen your stance here. Maybe that gets you further into your forward fold. Wherever you are, let's go ahead, plant the hands into the mat. On an inhale, we come to a high plank, taking both feet behind us. Your hips are slightly lifted above your back. Exhale, low plank, keeping the elbows in close to the body. Inhale, upward facing dog. Tops of your feet are flat on the mat. You can either hover your legs here or you can come down flat, whatever feels good to you. Go ahead and tuck the toes. We come back into downward facing dog. To forward fold. You can hop, skip, whatever you need to do to get back to the front of your mat. Relax the head here. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise. Come up vertebrae by vertebrae. Bend the arms to the sky. Space each other, shoulders are relaxed. Go ahead and bend the knees as we come into chair. Stay here for just a few breaths. And while we're here, we want to try and tuck the tailbone and not arch the spine. Bringing our spine to a neutral position. Tailbone is slightly tucked. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, high plank. Low plank. Inhale, facing dog. Go down dog. And your next exhale, travel back to the front of your mat for forward fold. Inhale, half forward fold. Inhale, rise. Again, another sun salutation. Shoulders. We go ahead and come back down to chair. Fold. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, facing dog. Exhale, down dog. And then now let's come into warrior one. We're going to bend the right knee, round the spine as we create space in between the right and left hand, extending up the crescent lunge. And then we pivot and plant the left foot. Left heel comes down onto the mat. Your hips are squared, shoulders are relaxed. Let's go ahead and come back to forward fold, bending the knee and allowing the left foot to come and meet the right. We're going to do the same thing on the other side. Next the head here. Get back for high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, facing dog. Go down dog. Now let's do the same thing on the other side. We now bend the left knee, round the spine, create space, plant the left foot in, inhale, turn, and then we exhale for your one. Right foot is now planted, hips are squared, shoulders, and then we exhale, forward fold. We plant our hands into the mat, push off with the right foot. The right foot comes to meet the left. Inhale, half lift, hands come onto our shins. We're here. Let's hold feet out towards the edge of. And then now we lower the hips to come down into yogi squat, bending at the knees, keeping the knees behind the toes. Hips come down slowly. Your elbows resting inside of both knees. And we inhale, open and lift the chest. We bring our hands together. And for the advantage here to use our elbows to push the knees outward and completely open up the hip flexors here. Right now, slowly lower our glutes down to the mat. We're going to go ahead and prepare for a quick cool down. Is a Just a quick little 30-minute yoga flow here for the weekend for those of us that are in the house or not choosing not to get out. Your knees are slightly bent here. You can keep your legs completely extended. You can extend the arms if you like. And then now we bring the knees in towards the chest and exhale, bringing our arms and hands and the hamstrings, grabbing at the elbows. Knees can come into the, or maybe you keep your knees exactly where they were, bent, with feet planted into the mat. We relax here. Left foot, right ankle to now rest on top of the knee. Bring your hands behind the left hamstring as you lift the left foot up and bring the left knee in towards the chest with the right ankle. You're in reclined pigeon. And while you're here on each exhale, allow yourself to come closer and closer in towards the body. Release. It plants back. We're going to go ahead and allow the right foot to plant right next to the left. Let's do the same thing on the other side. We bring the knee in towards the body. And then now we allow the left ankle to rest on top of the right thigh for the right knee. And then now we lift the right foot and our hands come behind the right hamstring. The right knee comes in close to the body, ankle. Again, with each exhale, allow yourself to trust the space, the breath, exactly whatever you're feeling. A lot of times, because it's an unfamiliar pose or position, the body naturally rejects it. It goes into fight or flight. But trust the breath and the body to connect. And you'll find that you can come deeper here once you completely let go of the mental denial of getting into this position. Go ahead, release, allow the right foot to plant into the mat. Left foot comes back to the right. You can go ahead and allow the soles of your feet to touch as you lower both the right and left knee in towards the mat. Your body is in butterfly now. You can relax here for just a few breaths before we bring ourselves into Savasana. Continuing to stretch out and open the groin and the hip flexor. You can even bring your hands onto your thighs on the inside, maybe at your knees, and bring the knees even further down towards them. Extend the legs out in straight position and allow the legs to now rest. The hand comes onto your belly. And while you're here in Savasana, you're going to come to a completely relaxed state. Each exhale, your head to sink into, and then your shoulders, hips to sink. A few moments here. Inhale peace. Please remind yourself that it's going to be okay. Just balancing your fingers and your go ahead and just fully back to the and then roll yourself into your left or right side. Work yourself easy seated position, putting the weight into your hands, bringing yourselves back upright. You can cross your legs at the ankles here, but to your arms to the sky, palms facing each other. Allow the hands to connect back, bringing the hands down. And while you're here, take time to thank yourself for putting yourself first today, allowing yourself to not allow anything going on outside of your control, control your mind and distract your nervous system. Thank you for joining me this evening. My name is Shonda. Forward to seeing you guys again. If you enjoyed your time here, and I'll be here again tomorrow, Monday night at 9 p.m. for bedtime yoga. I'll see you guys later. Have a great rest of your Saturday, and I'll see you next time. Thanks.